Hola. Gonna be continue reading Treasure Island. Just gonna wait for everybody to get in here that wants to be part of it. Hey! Hey, Walter. How are you? I'm doing good. Doing good. I was pretty tired, but I didn't want to miss reading time. Just started, just got live, so gonna wait for people to get in here before I start. I'm super, super excited too. I finally got some bookmarks, and somebody gave me the idea to get bookmarks that like I can write like people's names on them. But I was like, well, I can't put like every single person's name on it. So I think I was gonna do like people who like come in and like hang out the most, or like, you know, do gifts or something. Hello. Yeah, no notice alert. Oh, I'm sorry, Nemo. I'm sorry. So I think I'm gonna start doing that. Ways with little yellow mongoose. Aww, that's cute. Well, I'm glad you made it, Nemo. I mean, I just started. You're welcome. I hope you like the little Nemo I drew for you. So I got these bookmarks that anybody who donates any sort of gift, I put their name in one of the books on my bookmark that I keep in my book. Like a bookmark does. I know. Oh, there we go. Okay, hold on, let me get it. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I got my first one. Ooh, Parzival. Okay. Gotta make sure I spell it right. So that's gonna be a longer name. I'm gonna go to sleep with your live. Aw, awesome, Howen. Thank you. I was like months ago. I was first like, oh yeah, you were. Okay, Parzival. Indy. Okay. So there's your name right there. I have bad handwriting. But you're in one of the books on my bookshelf, on my bookmark. That goes in my book. Thank you for the donations. Go to bed, Tim. Hello. Thank you for the panda. Thank you. Hello from Louisiana. Oh, nice. Oh, Nemo. Oh, okay, Nemo. Should I put Nemo or should I put your actual name? I'll put Nemo, because I need a short name for the shorter books. Nemo. There. You're right there. Thank you for... Oh my goodness. Ah, thank you. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're going crazy. Nemo, oh my gosh. I want to be in the bookmark. Okay, so in order to be on the bookmark, you can send me any gift you want. Nemo's going crazy. How do you think life will be 20 years from now? A lot different. Two-Face, Nemo. So if anybody wants to be on my bookmark, congrats, you got like 50 cents, right? I'll put your name on the bookmark. Hello, Josh. You have one question. Okay. Before any questions are asked, hello, we've been trying to... That's amazing! Nemo, you're going crazy. What is going on? What are you doing? It's hopping, right? Hi, Lance. Welcome. Nemo just got like crazy up in here. Thank you for the follows. Glad I could make... Aw, thank you, JC. That was pretty funny. So, okay, put my name 10 times, please. Okay, I'll put your name on it a couple times. How about that? Put a couple books. And we need to have room for other people, though, okay? May one ask you for a date. I only date people who I know really well. Nemo. I'll put Dufay as well. For all the gifts. Can mine go on the wall? Oh, man. Nemo's your favorite. So anybody who wants to have their name on my bookmark, on one of the books, on my bookmark that I put in my book that I read, you can just send me a gift. And that's, because that way it's going to be less people, because I only have so many of them. And if I, like, put everybody's name on it who just comes in here. So that's how I figured I could do it to where, oops. I could fit everybody's name. I have a bunch of bookmarks too, but there's like, it's a two-sided one, so hopefully it'll work out better. Janelle's right, Nemo, on your forehead, but in red. I don't have red. I'll be continue reading, Treasure Island. So, all right, Lance, your name, thank you. Your name is going on there for sure. Thank you. Oh my goodness, Lance! You're going crazy too! Oh my gosh, thank you so much! Alright. Lance. Okay. There's your name. It's right there. It's kind of blurry. How do I fix that? Oh, it's on mirror mode. But it's right there. Right there. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the gifts. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. Matthew! Okay, Matthew's name is going on the bookmark too now. Alright. So, Matthew Smith. Okay, Matthew Smith. Okay, your name is right there. It's backwards, but I hope that works. I don't know what this is about, but I subscribe to your Twitch. Oh, no way, yes! Matthew, thank you. Tonight I'm just reading from Treasure Island. I just started, so I haven't started reading yet. I was waiting for everybody to come in here. But anybody, I finally got like an official authentic bookmark for my book, because I've been using tissue paper. And one of my friends suggested that I get a bookmark that I can write people's name who donates to me on my channel and put their name on it. And I thought that was such a cute idea. And so I wanted to be part of that. There should be, make sure there's a C in there. Matthew C. Smith. Okay. I got you. Matthew C. Smith. There we go. I don't know if you could see it or not, but Matthew C. Smith. I have terrible handwriting. Don't judge. But she was writing... I did not. I saw them all. There's a lag. You gotta remember the lag. I saw them all. Too many Matt Smiths out there. That's true. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Brent. Nice eyes and hair and smell. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Judging so hard, right? You should be. Thank you for the follows, guys. Okay, now that everybody's in here, I'm going to take a break. Anybody who wants to continue gifting to be on the bookmark, I'll, as usual, when I take a break of reading, I will, scroll up and see who all is in here. Wilfred, hey, morning from Germany. My job is... Nice. I've flown a helicopter. I took a helicopter lessons before. It's hard. Alright, so we're going to be continuing reading Treasure Island. For anybody who's new, yeah, heck yeah. Morning, Nova Scotia, Canada. Welcome in. Thank you for the follows. Okay, let's continue. Well, oh my gosh, this is the most I've had in ever. Okay, so anybody who wants to be on my bookmark, I'm going to put your name on my bookmark that goes in my book that I'm reading, Treasure Island. Anybody who wants to do that, just send a gift and I'll put your name on there. If I'm reading when you send it, I'll scroll back up and make sure I got everybody. This is awesome. Me to sleep. This is perfect. You can read to me to sleep. Yes, I will. Grow your teeth, be looking nice. Ah, thank you. All right. I'm going to start reading now. Aw, thank you, Pete. Thank you. Came for the shoulder, straight for the book reads. Nemo, stop it. Nice book. Yes, thank you. It's a little worn, but, you know, it's an original. Okay, we're on chapter 8. Or, sorry, 18. Okay. Shoulders. All right, let's get going. As usual, anybody who, you know, I'll check in with you guys between paragraphs, or several paragraphs. Chapter 18. The first day's fighting. We made our best speed across the strip of wood that... Aw, thank you. This way you guys can observe your names on my bookmark. There you go. We made our best speed across the strip of wood that now divided us from the stockade, and at every step we took the voices of the buccaneers rang nearer. Soon we could hear their footfalls as they ran, and the cracking of the branches as they breasted across a bit of thicket. I began to see we should have a brush for it in earnest, and looked to my priming. "Captain," said I, "Trelawney is the dead shot. Give him your gun. His own is useless." They exchanged guns, and Trelawney, silent and cool as he had been since the beginning of the bustle, hung a moment on his heel to see that all was fit for service. At the same time, observing Gray to be unarmed, I handed him my cutlass. It did all our hearts good to see him spit in his hand, knit his brows, and make the blade sing through the air. It was plain from every line of his body that our new hand was well worth his salts. 400. Thank you, Lance. Let's see. Well, I finally caught JJ again after a gig doing music, and you're reading Captain Hook Treasure. Just read Treasure Island. Yes, welcome back. Oh my gosh. Oh, hold on. I gotta write your name. 1984. I love that book. It's a good year too. Okay. So we got have to shower. Sounds good. Pika, hello, you're live vid. Just showed up. Oh my gosh, Gavadir, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Everybody's here. Okay, Matthew, got it? Okay. 1984 Thought Police. I love it. All right. Anybody who sends a gift, as I put your name in there. 1984 Thought Police. See, there's your name right there. It's backwards, but it's right. It's in the middle, right here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Aircraft guy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Aircraft guy. Thank you. From the tips. I love it. From the tips. It's okay, Jipper. He can't send a gift, but he still loves the house. Heck yeah. No worries there. Okay, let me catch up here. Craig Riddle 3. There's From the Tip, and you're in the middle of the bookshelf right there, you guys. I love the story and the movie. Yes, they're so good. And I can mod while your other one is away. Oh, thank you. Nemo's in here, or wasn't here. Jay Hunter, and then Lance is in here too. Thank you though. Here, I'll put it on the top shelf. You're in the top shelf, Jay Hunter. Yeah, right there on the top shelf. Thank you guys so much. Ooh, and I got that. Okay, looks good. Got everybody. I saw your yoga workout earlier before my job. Thank you. That was entertaining. JJ, I'm glad you liked it. NJ, welcome Slim. Oh, I love the story of the movie. From the tips and flowers. Oh, thank you for the flowers. Thank you for the follows. Jay Hunter. Wait, I did get you. Yeah, I wrote you. You're on the top shelf. Thank you for the crane. Let's be friends on TikTok. Heck yeah. Oh, thank you for the coffee. I need some coffee right now, that's for sure. Not mine. Eric, thank you for the rose. Can't go wrong there. Have you ever read the series Mission Earth? I have not. It sounds like it's right up my alley, though. We are on chapter 18. I like the idea of bedtime stories. Oh my gosh, yeah. This one is a little bit more. This is the busiest I've had it, so I can make it. Can I make it to the mark? Paul, you did send me a lot of gifts the other day. Oh, Aries sent me some gifts. Okay, Aries, 8234. I'm an Aries. Aries, 8234. You're right there. Thank you. Okay. Now that there's a pause in the gift giving. Hello, Miami. Hello, Carlos. We'll continue reading and then I'll take a break and catch up with anybody who wants to send gifts. I add you to my books on my bookmark that I put in my book on my bookshelf. Hello, Indonesia. Welcome. Okay, we're reading Treasure Island. 40 paces farther, we came to the edge of the wood and saw the stockade in front of us. We struck the enclosure about the middle of the south side, and almost at the same time, 7 mutineers, Job Anderson, the boatswain, at their head, appeared in full cry at the southwestern corner. They paused as if taken aback, and before they recovered, not only the squire and I, but Hunter and Joyce from the blockhouse had time to fire. The 4 shots came in rather a scattering volley, but they did the business. One of the enemy actually fell, and the rest, without hesitation, turned and plunged into the trees. After reloading, we walked down the outside of the palisade to see the fallen enemy. He was stone dead, shot through the heart. We began to rejoice over our good success when just at that moment a pistol cracked in the bush. A ball whistled close past my ear, and poor Tom Redruth stumbled and fell his length on the ground. Both the squire and I returned the shot, but as we had nothing to aim at, it is probable we only wasted powder. Then we reloaded and turned our attention to poor Tom. The captain and Gray were already examining him, and I saw with half an eye that all was over. I believe the readiness of our return volley had scattered the mutineers once more, for we suffered without further molestation to get the poor old gamekeeper hoisted over the stockade and carried, groaning and bleeding, into the log-house. Poor old fellow, he had not uttered one word of surprise, complaint, fear, or even acquiescence from the very beginning of our troubles till now, when we had laid him down in the log-house to die. He had lain like a Trojan behind his mattress on the gallery. He had followed every order silently, doggedly, and well. He was the oldest of our party by a score of years, and now, sullen, old, serviceable servant, it was he that was to die. The squire dropped down beside him on his knees and kissed his hand, crying like a child. "Be I going, doctor?" he asked. "Tom, my man," said I, "you're going home." "I wish I had a lick at them with the gun first," he replied. "Tom," said the squire, "say you forgive me, won't you?" "Would that be respectful like, from me to you, squire?" was the answer. "However, so be it. Amen." After a little while of silence, he said he thought somebody might read a prayer. "It's the custom, sir," he added, apologetically, and not long after, without another word, he passed away. That's so sad. We're reading Treasure Island for anybody just making here. I saw your science quiz, didn't know sharks. Yeah, back in junior high, I studied, like, shark was the fish that I decided to study out of the group. So I knew that one. My favorite book is Shogun by, nice, nice. It's okay, even though JJ's giftless, he makes his own bookmarks. Gavadier! You made it to my bookmark! Thank you! Thank you! No problem. I am in the Midwest, making me sleepy. Good, good. I'm glad it helps you sleep. Gavadier, thank you so much. There's skeleton is cartilage. Yep. Making me okay. Where'd you go? Gavadiers. You're gonna go on the top shelf. Gav. You're right there on the top shelf. Thank you. Cody, hi! I do travel to... Oh, Paul! There's Paul! And Aries, thank you again! I got Paul. Thank you! Okay, your name's a bit longer, so I'm gonna put it on the second shelf. Paul. Yeah. Oh, Galen. You're right there on the second shelf, right there. This is what I do for work. And I model and act as well. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. Thank you. So you're in my bookmark too now. It's filling up. My bookmark's filling up. I think we have 2 pages. Make that average guy sweat profusely doing... That is hilarious. Gotta support my fellow streamers. Thank you. Yeah, it's just the top shelf books are smaller, so I wouldn't be able to fit your name. And video games, that's right, and video games. I do Twitch as well, streaming. Alright, let us continue. It's funny that you say that, because Cranthony is the one I worked out with, and we're actually the same age. Sorry, no offense intended for the guy who was there with you, though. He showed up. Oh, yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, we're actually the same age. He's a good friend of mine. He's also a Twitch streamer, or Twitch streamer, as well as a TikToker. But, yeah, that's funny. I won't tell him. Alright. In the meantime, the captain, whom I had observed to be wonderfully swollen about the chest and pockets, had turned out a great many various stores. The British colours, a Bible, a coil of stoutish rope, pen, ink, the logbook, and pounds of tobacco. He had found a longish fir tree lying felled and cleared in the enclosure, and with the help of Hunter, he had set it up at the corner of the log house where the trunks crossed and made an angle. Then, climbing on the roof, he had with his own hand bent and run up the colours. This seemed mightily to relieve him. He re-entered the log house and set about counting up the stores, as if nothing else existed. But he had an eye on Tom's passage for all that, and as soon as all was over, came forward with another flag and reverently spread it on the body. Paul, thank you. Oh my goodness. Good, JJ. That's funny. Oh, that's hilarious. Hey, it's the hot... Hey, Satan! Welcome. Okay, that gets you blocked. I don't put up with that. That is just not okay. I like to be respected and treated with decency. I'm hoping to catch a slip peek, and you're blocked. Okay. So, everybody in here, in order to stay, we treat me and others with respect and dignity. Okay? Sounds good? Alright. Sounds good. Just because I'm female doesn't mean it's a free pass to treat me with less than the regular respect and dignity. It's okay. Thank you. It's okay. Thank you, Lance. Yep, I don't take the trash. I got too many good people surrounding me to have to put up with that. Alright. Are we all ready to be respectful? Host will still see regardless of flux. Yeah, I love being read to. It's aw, thank you. I'm so glad. Don't make me get mad. I'll hunt you down. Yeah, JJ will hunt you guys down. I thought you were talking to me at first, and then I saw it was you. I'm like, oh, okay. You're not talking to me. I'm like, dang. But, alright. Okay, you ready? You, but technically, Shakti, which is technically bronze. No. Hello, Texas. I'm very scared now. I was joking about the knees. The knees is fine. That's funny. Exactly, guys. I mean, down. Kinda. Yeah. Alright. Are you ready? Alright. Don't you take on, sir, he said, shaking the squire's hand. All's well with him. No fear for a hand that's been shot down in his duty to captain and owner. It mayn't be good divinity, but it's a fact. Then he pulled me aside. Dr. Livesey, he said, and how many weeks do you and Squire expect the consort? I told him it was a good question, not of weeks, but of months, that if we were not back by the end of August, Blandley was to send to find us, but neither sooner or later. That should be neither sooner nor later. You can calculate for yourself, I said. Why, yes, returned the captain, scratching his head, and making a large allowance, sir, for all the gifts of Providence. I should say we were pretty close hauled. How do you mean? I asked. It's a pity, sir. We lost that second load. That's what I mean, replied the captain. As for powder and shot, we'll do. But the rations are short, very short. So short, Dr. Livesey, that we're perhaps as well without that extra mouth. And he pointed to the dead body under the flag. Just then, with a roar and a whistle, a round shot passed high above the roof of the log house and plumped far beyond us in the wood. Oh, said the captain, blaze away. You've little enough powder already, my lads. At the second trial, the aim was better, and the ball descended against the stockade, scattering a cloud of sand, but doing no further damage. Captain, said the squire, the house is quite invisible from the ship. It must be the flag they are aiming at. Would it not be wiser to take it in? Strike my colors, cried the captain. No, sir, not I. And as soon as he had said the words, I think we all agreed with him, for it was not only a piece of stout, seemingly good feeling, it was good policy besides, and showed our enemies that we despised their cannonade. I like that word. All through the evening they kept thundering away. Ball after ball flew over our fell short, or kicked up the sand in the enclosure. But they had to fire so high that the shot fell dead and buried itself in the soft sand. We had no ricochet to fear, though one popped in through the roof of the log house and out again through the floor. We soon got used to that sort of horseplay and minded it no more than cricket. There is one good thing about all this, observed the captain. The wood in front of us is likely clear. The ebb has made a good while. Our stores should be uncovered. Volunteers to go and bring in pork. Gray and Hunter were the first to come forward. Well armed, they stole out of the stockade, but it proved a useless mission. The mutineers were bolder than we fancied, or they put more trust in Israel's gunnery. For 4 or 5 of them were busy carrying off our stores, and wading out with them to one of the gigs that lay close by, pulling an oar or so to hold her steady against the current. Silver was in the stern sheets in command, and every man of them was now provided with a musket from some secret magazine of their own. The captain sat down to his log, and here is the beginning of the entry. Alexander Smollett, master. David Livesey, ship's doctor. Abraham Gray, carpenter's mate. John Trelawney, owner. John Hunter and Richard Joyce, owner's servants. Landsmen, being all that is left faithful of the ship's company, with stores for 10 days at short rations, came ashore this day, and flew British colors on the log house in Treasure Island. Thomas Redruth, owner's servant. landsman, shot by the mutineers, James Hawkin, cabin boy. And at the same time I was wondering over poor Jim Hawkins' fate. A hail on the land side. "Somebody hailing us," said Hunter, who was on guard. "Doctor, Squire, Captain, hello, Hunter, is that you?" came the cries. And I ran to the door in time to see Jim Hawkins, safe and sound, come climbing over the stockade. That's the end of that chapter. Oh, welcome, welcome. And ADHD, I'm not sure how long I can sit here. No problem, Satan. No problem. I gotta say, I use Audible a lot to listen to books while I work. So this live... Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome to hear. I love that. I love that. Oh, my bad teeth are not considered possible. Correct. We'll give that guy a break because he was scared. Uh-oh. That's funny. Check your... Yep. Awesome. Well, welcome, everybody. Welcome. You a Lord of the Rings fan? Of course. Who isn't? Doesn't mean... That's like... It was hailing down bullets. Cowboy. Or hail. It was, H-A... Let me just double check. Because I'm pretty sure it was hail, like hailing down the bullets. Like hailing down on them. Alright, so anybody who wants to have their name on my bookshelf, on my bookmark that I put in my book, that I put on my bookshelf, if you send a gift, I put your name on the bookmark. And then that was into that chapter. So the next chapter is chapter 19, The Stockade Garrison. My favorite Lord of the Rings is, hello. So what's hail mean? It just means like, and it was referencing like when they were hailing down on them, like, ambushing them almost in a way. Bookmark, yep, exactly. Alright, so next chapter. Alright, you going to sleep? Or you telling me to go to sleep? Okay, one more chapter. As soon as Ben Gunn saw the colors, he came to a halt, stopped me by the arm, and sat down. "Now," he said, "there's your friends sure enough." "Far more likely it's the mutineers," I answered. "That," he cried. "Why a place like this, where nobody puts in but gentlemen of fortune? Silver would fly the Jolly Roger. You don't make no doubt of that. No, that's your friends. There's been blows, too, and I reckon your friends has had the best of it. And here they are ashore in the old stockade, as was made years and years ago by Flint. He was the man to have a headpiece, was Flint. Barring rum, his match were never seen. He was afraid of none, not he, only Silver. Silver was that genteel." "Well," said I, "that may be so, and so be it. All the more reason that I should hurry on and join my friends." "Nay, mate," said Ben, "not you. You're a good boy, or I'm mistook, but you're only a boy, all told. Now Ben Gunn is fly. Rum wouldn't bring me there where you're going, not rum wouldn't, till I see you're born gentleman and gets it on his word of honor. And you won't forget my words. A precious sight, that's what you'll say. A precious sight more confidence, and that nips him." And he pinched me the third time with the same air of cleverness. "And when Ben Gunn is wanted, you know where to find him, Jim. Just where you found him today. And him that comes is to have a white thing in his hand, and he's to come alone. Oh, and you'll say this, Ben Gunn says you has reasons of his own." "Well," I said, "I believe I understand. You have something to propose, and you wish to see the squire or the doctor, and you're to be found where I found you. Is that all?" "And when, says you?" he added. "Why, from about noon observation to about 6 bells." "Good," I said. "And now may I go?" "You won't forget?" he inquired anxiously. "Precious sight, and reasons of his own, says you. Reasons of his own, that's the mainstay. As between man and man, well then," still holding me, "I reckon you can go, Jim. And, Jim, if you was to see Silver, you wouldn't go for to sell Ben Gunn? Wild horses wouldn't draw it from you?" "No," says you, "and if them pirates camp ashore, Jim, what would you say but there'd be widders in the morning?" Here he was interrupted by a loud report, and a cannon bell came tearing through the trees and pitched in the sand not 100 yards from where we two were talking. The next moment, each of us had taken to his heels in a different direction. And this is the picture. He met Ben Gunn in the thick of it. Aw, JJ. Tell you what, if you share my live, I'll write your name in it. Just because you're awesome. And you're one of the original. Oh, thank you. I gotta look out for the originals. Okay, there's your name, right there. Oh, Matthew. Oh, where'd it go? Thank you, I love. Oh, this is cool. Something fun. Oh, thank you. I have a kitty. Matthias, thank you for the rose. Matthias Reese. Okay. Matthias Reese. Okay, you're right there. This is cool. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the follows, guys. Thank you, Matthias. Oh, thank you. Thank you, JJ. I got you added. Kitty is sleeping on the floor right now. Oh, Whitehurst! I already got your name on here. Your name's already on there. Thank you. Satan! Welcome to the bookmark. Satan. Mother. I'll just have to do you short. There's yours right there. Oh, man. Oh, thank you. No? Oh, Whitehurst, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and block you. Normally I like to give people, like, a chance to, like, be decent, but that one I just feel like deserved a block right away. Yes, oh no, I'm adding people to my bookmarks who send me a gift. It can be any gift, even just a flower. That's fine. Just because that way it's, like, less people, because I can, it's easier for me to keep up with that category of people. Not another one came on. People were just listening to books here. Exactly. Yeah. So we're reading Treasure Island. I'm in chapter 19 right now. All right. For a good hour to come, frequent reports shook the island, and balls kept crashing through the woods. I moved from hiding place to hiding place, always pursued, or so it seemed to me, by these terrifying missiles. But toward the end of the bombardment, though still I durst not venture in the direction of the stockade, where the balls fell oftenest, I had begun, in a manner, to pluck up my heart again, and after a long detour to the east, crept down among the shoreside trees. You missed the tree. What time does she start this? I need to know when to tune in. I'm just here trying to fall asleep, but I can't sleep because of the pretty... Nemo. Oh, man, you guys are amazing. Mom's going to be so proud of me. That's amazing. It's something that has to do with books. Saying that's hilarious. You go ahead and tell her, and I have the proof right here. I usually do this. I try to do this almost every night, but sometimes it's like every other night. I usually, when I'm done, I'll let you know when I'm going to do it again next. But I usually try to aim for, between midnight and, 2 a.m. Central Time. Year than all my life. Easier to listen to an audiobook than read it. I have listened to... What time? Yeah, I think it's easier to listen to an audiobook, but when you read it, Jay Hunter, welcome. Alright, adding your name to the bookmark, Jay Hunter. Wait. I already got you. You just sending me more. Thank you. I'll write your name again, though, because you sent a lot. Thank you. You can. This was actually a book request. The one I'm reading now, Treasure Island, was a book requested by somebody who was a frequent listener. Yep, I have you. But thank you for more from that. That's so awesome. Okay. I have the proof. Whitehurst! Thanks. Welcome, Texas. Welcome. Yeah. Plot twist, this is really her hit list. That's funny. Thank you. Alright, let's continue reading. The sun had just set. The sea breeze was rustling and tumbling in the woods and ruffling the gray surface of the anchorage. The tide, too, was far out, and great tracts of sand lay uncovered. The air, after the heat of the day, chilled me through. The Hispaniola still lay there where she had anchored, but, sure enough, there was the Jolly Roger, the black flag of piracy, flying from her peak. Even as I looked, there came another red flash and another report that sent the echoes clattering, and one more round shot whistled through the air. It was the last of the cannonade. I lay for some time, watching the bustle which succeeded the attack. Men were demolishing something with axes on the beach near the Stockade. The poor jolly boat, I afterward discovered. Away near the mouth of the river, a great fire was glowing among the trees, and between that point and the ship one of the gigs kept coming and going. The men whom I had seen so gloomy, shouting out the oars like children, but there was a sound in their voices which suggested rum. At length I thought I might return toward the Stockade. I was pretty far down on the low, sandy spit that encloses the anchorage to the east and is joined at half water to Skeleton Island. And now, as I rose to my feet, I saw, some distance farther down, and the spit, and rising from among low bushes, an isolated rock, pretty high, and peculiarly white in color. It occurred to me that this might be the white rock of which Ben Gunn had spoken, and that some day or other a boat might be wanted, and I should know where to look for one. Then I skirted among the woods until I had regained the rear, or shoreward side of the Stockade, and was soon warmly welcomed by the faithful party. I had soon told my story and began to look about me. The log house was made of unsquared trunks of pine, roof, walls, and floor. The latter stood in several places as much as a foot or a foot and a half above the surface of the sand. There was a porch at the door, and under this porch the little spring welled up into an artificial basin of a rather odd kind, no other than a great ship's kettle of iron, with the bottom knocked out and sunk to her bearings, as the captain said. Among the sand, little had been left beside the framework of the house, but in one corner there was a stone slab laid down by way of hearth, and an old rusty iron basket to contain the fire. The slopes of the knoll and all the inside of the stockade had been cleared of timber to build the house, and we could see by the stumps what a fine and lofty grove had been destroyed. Most of the soil had been washed away or buried in drift after the removal of the trees. Only where the streamlet ran down from the kettle a thick bed of moss and some ferns, and little creeping bushes were still green among the sand, very close around the stockade. Too close for defense, they said. The wood still flourished high and dense, all of the fir on the land side, but toward the sea with a large mixture of live oaks. The cold evening breeze, of which I have spoken, whistled through every chunk of the rude building, and sprinkled the floor with the continual rain of fine sand. There was sand in our eyes, sand on our teeth, sand in our suppers, sand dancing in the spring at the bottom of the kettle, for all the world like porridge beginning to boil. Our chimney was a square hole in the roof. It was but a little part of the smoke that found its way out, and the rest eddied about the house and kept us coughing and piping the eyes. Take a short break to see everybody. Thank you for the follows. The White Rock, yes! Scallywags! Oh my goodness. I'm close, so if you don't hear from me, run. I'm gonna be great at roleplay. Okay, guys. For destruction night won't be fun. Alas, which is sags in 1 year. Oh, Whitehurst! Whitehurst! Thank you. Thank you. I caught up with everybody, I think. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for all the gifts. And just for those who are still continuing to say sus things, I don't put up with, disrespectful talk. So, I'm just reading tonight. I like to be respected, talked with dignity and respect. Just because I'm female doesn't mean it's okay to talk to me as I'm less than. Okay? We good? Let's continue. It's always time to disco. I love it. The block list is growing. Thank you, Liam. Thank you. Alright. And add this to that Gray, the new man, had his face tied up in a bandage for a cut he had gotten breaking away from the mutineers, and that poor old Tom Redruth, still unburied, lay along the wall, stiff and stark, under the Union Jack. If we had been allowed to sit idle, we should all have fallen into the blues, but Captain Smollett was never the man for that. All hands were called up before him, and he divided us into watches. The doctor and Gray and I, for one, the squire, Hunter, and Joyce upon the other. Tired as we all were, 2 were sent out for firewood. 2 more were set to dig a grave for Woodruff. The doctor was named Cook. I was put sentry at the door, and the captain himself went from one to another, keeping up our spirits and lending a hand wherever wanted. From time to time the doctor came to the door for a little air and to rest his eyes, which were almost smoked out of his head, and whenever he did so, he had a word for me. "That man, Smollett," he said once, "is a better man than I am, and when I say that, it means a deal, Jim." Another time he came and was silent for a while. Then he put his head on his side and looked at me. "Is this Ben Gunn a man?" he asked. "I do not know, sir," said I. "I'm not very sure whether he's a sane one." "If there's any doubt about the matter, he is," returned the doctor. "A man who has been 3 years biting his nails on a desert island, Jim, can't expect to appear as sane as you or me. It doesn't lie in human nature. Was it cheese you said he had a fancy for?" "Yes, sir, cheese," I answered. "Well, Jim," says he, "just see the good that comes of being dainty in your food. You've seen my snuff-box, haven't you? And you never saw me take snuff. The reason being that in my snuff-box I carry a piece of Parmesan cheese, a cheese made in Italy, very nutritious. Well, that's for Ben Gunn." Oh, that's so nice. I'm literally just laying back in a recliner, and this is taking so much. Oh my gosh. Oh no, that is amazing. I love that. I'm so glad. Thank you for sharing. I'm reading Treasure Island. Always in boss. To be removed from the block list. Oh man. No amount of money is worth my respect. Oh, thank you, Paul. Thank you. Alright. Before supper was eaten, we buried old Tom in the sand and stood around him for a while, bareheaded, in the breeze. A good deal of firewood had been got in, but not enough for the captain's fancy, and he shook his head over it, and told us we must get back to this tomorrow rather livelier. Then, when we had eaten our pork, and each had a good stiff glass of brandy grog, the 3 chiefs got together to discuss our prospects. It appears they were at their wits' end what to do, the stores being so low that we must have been starved into surrender long before help came. But our best hope, it was decided, was to kill off the buccaneers until they either hauled down their flag or ran away with the Hispaniola. From 19, they were already reduced to 15. 2 others were wounded, and one, at least, the man shot beside the gun, severely wounded, if he were not dead. Every time we had a crack at them, we were to take it. saving our own lives with the extremest care. And besides that, we had 2 able allies, rum and the climate. As for the first, though we were about half a mile away, we could hear them roaring and singing late into the night, and as for the second, the doctor staked his wig that, camped where they were in the marsh and unprovided with remedies, the half of them would be on their backs before a week. So, he added, if we are not all shot down first, they'll be glad to be packing in the schooner. It's always a ship, and they can get to the buccaneering again, I suppose. First ship that I ever lost, said Captain Smollett. I was dead tired, as you may fancy, and when I got to sleep, which was not till after a great deal of tossing, I slept like a log of wood. The rest had long been up, and had already breakfasted and increased the pile of firewood by about half as much again, when I was awakened by the sound of voices. Flag of truce, I heard someone say, and then, immediately after, with a cry of surprise, Silver himself! And at that, I jumped up, and rubbing my eyes, ran to the loophole in the wall. And that's the end of that chapter. Ugh. Oh my goodness. 19. Yep, that was 19. Chapter 19. Hello, Australia. Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you. My 18-year-old Rottweiler Pitbull is lying here. Aw, JJ, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Do you read poetry? Voices relaxing. I mean, I don't not read poetry. So far I've just been reading literature. Stupid with messing up. Whitehurst! Thank you. It's because I can't connect. Oh no. Don't let fame change. I doubt it could. I'm way too strong-minded. Right? That's a good point, Lance. Well, look at the wipers. These are... We going for another? Oh, if we wrote something, would you read it for us? Oh, she's fine. It would depend on what it is. So that was the end of chapter 19. So I think I'm going to end there for tonight because I'm pretty tired. If anybody wants to, that hasn't already, wants to be on my bookmark, if you send me a gift in here, I will add your name to the list of books on my bookmark that are on my bookshelves, on my bookmark that I put in my book on my bookshelf. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Oh, thank you. I love them. Thank you so much. Thank you all for hanging out with me again. Thank you, NJ. Let's see. Tomorrow night I'm going to be streaming Twitch. Oh, you're welcome, Mary. Thank you for being here and hanging out. How to send gifts, but I've sent thousands of likes. All right. You know what? And you're regularly here. You know, you are my favorite. I didn't send you. I shall. Thank you. Hello. Welcome. Thank you guys for hanging out. Oops. The next book you read should be the complete list of Shelmir. Alright, let's see. Shoe my life. Okay. Alright. You're right there. A lot more pictures of it. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you for the follows, guys. Hello, Texas. Hello. I'm still owed one drop it. That's on Twitch stream. You're getting them confused. All right, guys. Awesome. Appreciate you doing something different than everyone. Oh, well, you're welcome. You're welcome. I enjoy doing it. It's the concentration for me. You know what? Sometimes it's hard for me to concentrate, so this actually helps me. Oh, Whitehurst! As I get distracted. This actually helps me to focus on reading as well. Reading through things as well. Oh, of course. Thank you. Thank you guys for being here. Hello. Oh, hello, George. Hello. And pictures in ADHD. Yeah, it's true. That's true. That's very true. This one does have, this Treasure Island has at least a picture per chapter at least, so that's good. Oh, thank you, Paul, for the gifts. Thank you. They're so awesome. Alright, so tomorrow night I might be busy. I have a friend coming into town, and I'll be streaming on Twitch tomorrow night as well. Yeah? Aw, thank you, Lance. Good night to you as well. Good night. I hope you have a wonderful evening and get lots of good, restful sleep. Aw, thank you, Kyle. Thank you. That means a lot. I'm glad that you guys are, seriously, it means so much that you guys enjoy this so much. Like, I just started doing it, like, because I was needing to help myself go to sleep, getting, like, kind of, like, wind down, and then also I like to read, and I haven't been reading in a while, and it's hard because it's hard to focus, so this kind of helps me stay focused. Aw, thank you. Oh no, Cody. I'm so glad that you're here. Oh, sleep well, my liege. I love it. I love it. Alright, well, thank you guys for the follows. Make sure you follow me. I know TikTok is not the greatest on, like, alerting with notifications every time I go live, because a lot of people say that they don't get notifications when I go live. But if you follow me, at least there's a chance that you'll get a notification. Make sure your notifications are on. I try to go do, like, a live reading like this. I pretty consistently, like, at least every other day. This weekend I might not because I'm going to be busy, but I'll definitely be aiming for Monday evening about between midnight and 1:30 a.m. Central Time, the same as, like, this time. I need to read bedtime stories but can't go live yet. Oh, Kyle, yeah, it does take time. It does take time. Looks into the camera and stares. Nemo, you know it. Alright, guys, thank you so much. She stole both. Aww, Lance, you guys are amazing. You guys are my OGs. Those are the two that go together. Yep. Looking forward to it. Okay, awesome. I didn't steal it. I just smiled. Alright, I'll plan on reading again on Monday night, about the same time as I started this time, maybe a little earlier. And tomorrow night I'll be doing my Twitch streaming. So anybody who wants to join me on Twitch, my link is in the bio on my TikTok, and you can follow me on my Twitch and hang out with me there. Sweet dreams, everybody, or good morning, depending on where you're at, and thank you again for hanging out with me and being so wonderful. Sweet dreams, I'm so glad too. I'm so glad. Thank you all. You guys are so wonderful. Thank you. Good night.